Hello, my crafty friends. It's Andrea from Prairie Sky Paper Crafts, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Manitoba. Today we are using the New Horizons Designer Series paper. It is watercolor inspired nature designs and is so lovely and so much fun to use. So we're just going to get right into it. I've got a piece of basic white, a piece of Pacific Point, and my white card base. And I've already got my pieces cut that I'm going to be using today. I've also got a piece of basic black that I'm going to be using my cat punch for. I haven't used it in a very long while, so I'm looking forward to using it today. So I'm going to move my pieces off to the side. Now, if you would like the directions for this, the dimensions and the cutting, you can head over to my Facebook group, Prairie Sky Paper Crafters. It is linked below. The dimensions and measurements will be over there, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball this before I put any adhesive onto it. I kind of want it to look like a window pane. So we've got the pieces just a little bit of a white frame between each. I love the look of windows with the white lines. All right, so now I'm going to pull in my adhesive, and of course this one is just about empty, so I've got another one at the ready. So we're going to start, if I'm doing things that are in a linear shape, I prefer to go outside edges and then do the center, just to make sure that it's going to be, or try to get it at least somewhat evenly spaced. So I'm going to put that one there. And then we're just going to do adhesive. Doesn't need a whole ton. And we do want to kind of eyeball it so that it's equal. If you have a hard time with eyeballing, you can absolutely do it with a ruler, a measuring stick. Or you can also just line up a piece of paper at the top so that you've got a frame for it. Okay, there's one. And really, once you get it going, it does not take long at all. Kind of eyeball it to make sure that it's sort of lined up. And if you make a mistake, you can always use your take your pick tool to pull your layers up, or you can also use that spot as the place that you're going to put your embellishments or your die cut or punched out shape. I absolutely love this paper. Now, there are a few sheets of each in the package, so if you do make a mistake or you get turned around sideways like I just did, you can pull out another sheet and kind of match the pattern, kind of like you would with the jigsaw puzzle box. That would work. Whoops. Oh, I just stuck my guide to the side of my tape, but that's all right, because at least I'll know where it went. And we're just going to try to keep it eyeballed as close to equal as we can. Oh, come on, don't rip. Always an adventure in my craft room. There we go. So this has a line, I don't know if you can see it really well, that I'm just going to line up and match this guy to. Or not, if it doesn't want to. So I've also got my cheater piece here. So we've got it, this is the way it goes. And then, okay. So there's our window mostly done. We're just going to grab our punch and punch out our cat. Each punch has a lock, so we're going to unlock it. And I'm just going to put it in just so I don't see any light coming through, and I like to give it just a bit of a, maybe a quarter of a push down, just so that my paper's not going to go anywhere, and then punch. So with this punch, because it's just the silhouette shape, you can have it facing either direction. I think I'm going to put my cat looking out the window that way. I'm surprised my adhesive actually lasted the entire time of this card. I was totally not expecting it to. And then I'm going to add a couple of, actually, do I want her to have a collar? 1, 2, I can maybe get 3. Maybe I will put a collar on her. No, it's a little bit too big. I'll just use the diamonds in the sky. Oops. There we go. And I'm using the basic gray ink pad today. And the stamp that I think I'm going to use, oh, you know what? I'm going to pull this one instead. I was going to use the Common Camellia, but I'm going to use Special Moments instead. This is also a Celebration stamp set. My printer just started. Weird. And we'll do just a card to say that you're amazing. Just gonna stamp this guy off. Actually, this is the first time that I've stamped this one, so I'm just gonna grab some scrap and make sure. Sometimes there's a bit of a residue that can be left over from the manufacturing process, so I just want to make sure that it's going to stamp the way that I wanted it to. Okay, there's our sentiment done. Oh, push it up a bit so you guys can see a bit better. And then I'm just going to do our 2 strips of adhesive, one down this side, flip it over to the other side. I'm going to stick it onto our piece of Pacific Point. I love this blue. It's just such a bright, friendly blue. And then grab our card base. Put it on our base. And we're done. I hope you enjoyed this card. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. See you soon.